Again, Ben tells us to expect this wintry mix to make that gradual change as it will go to snow. He says this evening, he says also with the wind and falling temperatures. Becky, I agree. A nice weekend to stay in with family and friends if you don't have anywhere to go. If you do have some errands to run, it probably makes most sense to kind of do that now, especially since the meteorologists are saying that it's expected to get much worse throughout the later afternoon into the evening. Paul, I see you asked, what did I get from the grocery store in preparation for the storm? Well, I feel like there's already milk and water in the fridge. Have some canned soups. I think I'm pretty much prepared. I'm probably just going to go home after this and go to bed because I have to be back to work early tomorrow morning again. So I guess I didn't stock up with too much. If you guys stocked up, let me know what you got for the storm. I know a lot of my neighbors were posting photos that they had their bread and their milk. I asked them if they had eggs, if they planned on making French toast with that. So hopefully that you guys are prepared and don't have to be going out too much out of your house later on today. Of course, we saw those videos of a lot of the shelves looking pretty empty. We know many other people went out and bought salt and shovels to prepare for this. Again, in case you're thinking that maybe this is nothing, we are speaking with the meteorologists who say that this is expected to get much worse throughout the day. So right now we are just showing you what it looks like here now. We are being told that it is supposed to snow sooner in Marysville and Delaware. So that's why right now we are heading towards Marysville. And what we are mostly seeing is just a lot of ice and a lot of rain. So ODOT says that's what you have to be careful for, especially when the temperatures and the conditions change. So again, I will flip this camera around and let you have another look at what the roads are looking like towards Marysville. Kathy, you say we'll be driving past your house. I will give you a wave. Half an inch in Marysville, says Julie. Thank you for that update. Blair, time in Columbus. I'm being told from the meteorologist later this afternoon. Rebecca, yes, I agree. I don't think that's an easy job, probably driving those trucks. But hey, at times I know everyone feels that, you know, all of our jobs are difficult. So we know that there's going to be 240 of those ODOT trucks that are heading out throughout Central Ohio. Again, we're being told they will work on the interstates, they will work on those ramps. They said where bridges and things tend to get a bit more icy. The best advice ODOT has been giving us, they say to just make sure that you leave with enough time. They say to try to do your errands earlier as it's expected to get much worse later on throughout the day. Again, 240 trucks is a lot throughout Central Ohio. I know when we got some snow about the other week, there was about 140, 160 trucks, they said. So this is about double prepared for what we are expected to get. Comment on Facebook here. Let us know how much snow you're seeing. Send us in your pictures. As I said before, you're our eyes and ears, so just keep updating us as we are trying to update you. Again, if you are on Facebook Live with us right now, we are just showing you what the roads are looking like so far heading towards Marysville, where that's expected to get more snow sooner than later. Traveling throughout Columbus, I know with our photographer Alex here, he says that the roads were a bit more icy over there, and he said he hasn't been sliding around for about the past 25 minutes now. We have seen a few of those ODOT trucks out already. We know they started at 6 o'clock this morning. Of course, trying to make the road smooth for everybody. And we have been seeing that snow kind of brush along the roadways. They are saying to be careful for those icy patches. So again, we'll give you a look at the roads. Again, meteorologist Ben Gelber says we are on a winter storm warning, and he says that's pretty much for all of our viewing area. So if you are asking about that, Sam, you are more than welcome. Brenda, Columbus, we know that it was a bit icy when we were leaving there. Let me try to get another update here. Alex, how are you saying the roads are now?
Fine, actually.
Fine? All right, Alex is saying that it's fine right now. Just wet roads is what we're experiencing as we're heading to Marysville. Meg, yes, we're supposed to have more of a storm happening within the next few hours. Lori, I see you have your lean cuisine, progressive soup. Looks like you're prepared. Weather aside, I see a few of you are asking the brand of my nail polish color. Well, I will find that out for you and I will message you later on. Walmart in Zanesville, pretty bad lines. Yeah, sure, I've been hearing a lot of the stores have had a lot of people who are heading out there trying to stock up on things just in case they get stuck inside. Alex, where exactly are we now?
We're
Past
past Marysville.
Marysville. Just past Marysville.
Passing the Honda plant.
What was that?
Passing the Honda plant. Honda Parkway. They make the Hondas.
Ice and sleet in Morrow County. Missy, that's what we're hearing a lot of. Basically, a lot of just rain and ice is what we're hearing right now. That snow is expected to come later on this afternoon. I know I keep asking Alex here, who is driving, how the roads are. He says they're not slippery out here, just wet roads. Seemed like they were more slippery back in Columbus.
Yep.
Kathy says ODOT has done a great job with 33. I agree, Kathy. We know that 240 trucks will be out throughout Central Ohio. That's the update that ODOT has given us. They said that they've been making sure that there's been enough salt, getting everything prepared throughout this entire week. Obviously, we've been talking about this pretty much every day this week to see what we'd expect today. Thank you, Sabrina. Christy sounds good. Just message me on my Facebook page. If you can't find it, just type in my name. It has a little blue check mark there. Let's see, 2 inches so far in Mount Gilead under a level 1. I know a lot of you have been asking if we are on any type of warning. Meteorologist Ben Gelber says we are on a winter storm warning, and he says that's for pretty much all of our viewing area. So again, there are more slappy areas throughout our viewing. Let's see, he says that wintry mix and gradual change to snow this evening. He says that wind and those temperatures will be expected to fall as well. I don't know if you can hear it from the sound, but we can hear that ice kind of hitting the windows of the truck here. I think we're experiencing, what, some slush on the roads now? Getting icier. So we just went through Marysville. In case you were asking where we are, our photographer Alex is behind the wheel over here while I am trying to answer as many of your questions as I can. Of course, with the slush, you definitely want to be careful that you aren't so close to the other cars around you. Right now I can feel the cars that are close to our left side here and all of that ice that's splashing up onto our car. When we were speaking with ODOT earlier, they say just be familiar with where you are. They said that, you know, make sure that you slow down, leave with enough time to wherever you have to get to today. Even if it seems like it's not that bad, we can show you the roads here right now. There is a lot of slush just leaving Marysville. When we were in Columbus earlier, the roads were much icier. Whoa, well, that camera you can't see much. Let's switch to this camera. That other view is pretty icy with that camera on top of the truck. Again, when you see those ODOT trucks, just make sure that you take it slow around them so that they can work around these roadways. They will be all throughout Central Ohio. The roads are getting much worse, I will say that. I think Alex can agree. Much worse? Yeah.
Just in the last 5 minutes.
So he says just within the last 5 minutes, the roads have got much worse, heading past Marysville. We're definitely going under the speed limit now, just taking it slow, trying to show you guys these roadways.